Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. It's a hot summer day. I'm not turning the oven on, but I really need to coffee dye some papers. So I'm laying out my lace on my bushes right outside of my front porch and I'm getting ready to do some coffee dyeing. Please join me. We're going to need a few supplies. We're going to need some instant coffee. I like to get a couple of different brands because they're different colors. And I have my papers that I'd like to dye. I have a sponge brush. You know you're going to need that. And I have that coffee cup because we're going to do something special with it. So let us heat up some water. So here we are. We need to make our coffee slurry. We have our hot water and we're going to pour it into our little pitcher here. I did preheat my pitcher so I would not crack it. And like I said, we're going to use different colors of the instant coffee, and different colors meaning they come in different colors. The one I'm grabbing right now is a little orangey. And so we're going to mix it up. I never measure. I kind of go by, I mix up a little, and if I like it, then I go with it. And if not, then I adjust. Bringing in another instant coffee. This one is kind of in between a real dark and a lighter brown. And I'm going to add some of that into the hot water. The hot water really enables it to dissolve quickly. Making sure it's dissolved, stirring it lightly. Pouring it into a dish that my sponge can easily go in and out of. A sponge brush is just what I love to use for this project. It soaks up that coffee slurry, and then I'm seeing if this is the color I want. I'm looking to see if it's too light or maybe if it's too dark. I think it's too light for my preference, so I'm going to add some more coffee. I'm going to pour this coffee slurry back into the main coffee slurry, and that way all my coffee slurry is the correct color, or the color that I like. So I'm grabbing the other one that I haven't used yet, and it's really very dark. I need to wipe my spoon off because I don't want to put that wet spoon into my coffee crystals. So I grabbed a little paper towel and then we're going to continue. couple of heaping tablespoons, and then we're going to remix it. That is the way it looked with the first batch. Now, if you're happy with the lighter color, then of course that's when you would stop and not add any more. But just in case you want to add more and make it darker, I'm showing you how you would go about doing it. Now, if you make it and it's too dark, of course, all you would need to do is add some more liquid, and then it would lighten it up. It's a process. Like I said, you just kind of have to try as you go, and then stop when you get just what you want. I do love this color. I do love a darker coffee dye. That's just my preference. So I'm going to go with this color. So let's make some coffee rings. I like my coffee rings to be nice and dark on my paper. So this is how I do it. I take a coffee cup and I stick it in my coffee slurry, and then I place it on top of my paper, and it makes a coffee ring. And you can do it as many times on your paper as you want. It can get as messy as you want. It could have little drops and splats, and I just think it's just gorgeous. So have fun with it and use your coffee cup to make coffee rings on your pieces. So this is how they look. They're wet and they look gorgeous. They're nice and dark. And this is showing you how you get those nice dark rings. We're going to need to let those rings dry. I think this is the trick. Letting the rings dry before you proceed on to the next step. And the next step is to take your coffee slurry and your sponge and you paint right over the top. It is the same coffee slurry that I made the rings with. I didn't make a lighter one. It's the exact same slurry. Turning the envelopes over, I'm going to paint the back sides. So then all we'll need to do is take them out to the sun. Now this is a different project, and the reason why I'm showing you this, I'm collecting the wet coffee dyed papers, and these are the type of envelopes that have the sticky part where you moisten You need to make sure when you gather these that you pay attention to that sticky portion, because it's sticky now that you have painted the coffee slurry on top. So I'm trying very carefully to place it into my basket to take it outside to where I'm not stacking them to where they will be stuck together once I get outside. Here we are. We're outside and it's a hot, sunny day. And we're going to take advantage of that. And we're going to toss our coffee-dyed papers out into the sun and let the sun do the magic. And oh, it's so beautiful outside. Let's check to see how have our coffee-dyed papers turned out. Oh, look, they're spectacular.